Hi everyone, it's me, Diana, the Dell Fairy. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that in the past year or so I've made a bunch of videos featuring smart doll clothing made by lots of different makers. I usually like to unbox whatever they send me, and then we dress up my dolls and take a photo shoot. And it's always a ton of fun, and it's always super inspiring to me because I love seeing what people create. I also find it particularly inspiring because ever since I first got my first smart doll, which was Mirai, I have been wanting to sew clothing for smart dolls and get better at sewing and develop, entire clothing lines and stuff like that. And that's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. Well, today is the day. After what feels like years of leading up to it, and at least about a year of pretty intensely practicing sewing, learning techniques, I got a serger and I learned how to use the serger. And now I have finally created my first ever collection of smart doll clothing that will be for sale on thedollfairy.com. I've been wanting to do this for so long that I'm just so excited to share with you what I've made. So instead of doing an unboxing, because it's stuff that I made, I'm just going to show you all of the different clothing pieces and accessories that I have made for this collection. And then we will dress up a couple of my dolls in the outfits that I've made, and we'll do a photo shoot like we usually do. And I'm going to show you all of the things up close, and so if you're interested in purchasing any of these items, they will be for sale on thedollfairy.com. So I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you. For my first collection, I was inspired by clothing that I personally really love and my personal style, my personal aesthetic. So you will see things like lace and a lot of roses. These are things that I love if you've been watching my channel for a while. The collection is called Bohemian Rose, and that's because it has sort of like a boho feel to it, along with a vintage rose kind of theme or motif to it, to the different pieces in the collection. They're all sort of cohesive and they all kind of go together. As I said, I'm inspired by clothing that I actually enjoy buying and wearing. So I actually wore today a cute little top, and this is like a lace cardigan. See, it has a sleeve on it, and I'm going to show you that some of the things that I made are directly inspired by this and by these types of clothing. So let's take a look at all the clothing pieces and accessories that I made, and I hope you're gonna like them. So here are all the clothing pieces that I put together for this release that will be available for purchase. I'm gonna start with the jeans. So here are the jeans that I made. So I have two variations of them. And those two variations are this floral denim, and I also made the jeans in dusty rose. For the jeans, I used the Culture Japan jeans pattern, and I modified that pattern because I wanted them to be skinny jeans, so they are narrower down here at the bottom, which means that in order to put them onto the doll, you do need to remove the feet, but as we know, that's not really a big deal. So I'm pretty proud of how these turned out. So let me show you the details here. So the jeans are fully detailed with all of this stitching, all the stitches along the pockets. The pockets are fully functioning pockets. And there are belt loops which are functioning. You would need a pretty narrow belt to make it through there, but they are functioning belt loops. And that goes for the pink ones as well. Again, the pockets are totally legitimate functioning pockets. On the back, there's detail stitching on the pockets, on the yoke, along, a bunch of the different seams, and along the top. They have a snap button here to open and close, of course, and over the snap button is a little decorative button. So the pink ones have a little pink button, and the denim, the rosy denim ones have a little periwinkle, like light blue button. I guess that's really light blue, not periwinkle. I do want to show you the inside because I really did all of this with the utmost care, so I'm super proud of it. So you see the pockets. The pockets are fully, you know, they even like look nice on the inside. I don't know how to describe that, but I just did the very best job that I could do here, and I used my new serger. So I learned how to serge, and these edges are serged, so everything is just really nice on the inside. This little lining for the waistband is serged, like the whole, like the legs, the whole thing is serged. Like I said, it's got love in every stitch. The next item is this sheer lace trimmed cardigan. I don't really know what you want to call this exactly. These were sold and advertised as a quote kimono, like in the store when I bought one for myself to wear. But this is not a kimono, but when I saw them in the store, that's what they were marketed as. But they are not kimonos. They are like a lace cardigan. And there is lace at the bottom, of course. I love these. They look very like, I don't know, bohemian. I love this fabric. You might recognize this rosy fabric from when I made my Rosalie doll, and I gave her a sheer blouse that I made out of this fabric, which, oh my goodness, I love that blouse so much. I decided to make cardigans using this fabric. So for this, the pattern that I used was from ModaVation Designs. This was basically the robe pattern, but I did change a couple of things, like I didn't give it a tie and I didn't give it like a collar, because I just wanted it to be more simple like this. But I think that they turned out really nicely as well. I had a little bit of trouble sewing this fabric, but the serger was pretty helpful with that. So these edges are also serged here on the inside, and the sleeves, this is serged here, and that actually made the process smoother when sewing this, because the first time I made a prototype I had to sew the whole thing by hand. So with the serger, it worked out a lot better, and I think it turned out really nicely. I did make 4 of these, so 4 of these will be available for sale. So to go underneath the cardigan, I felt that we needed some sort of a top, of course. I mean, of course I could, you know, just sell the cardigan, but I wanted to be able to make a full complete outfit with the things that I made. So I made these tops. So these tops are stretchy. These tops have elastic in the top and the bottom edge. So it makes them look very ruffly, and they're very easy to take off and put on the doll. They are made of just regular cotton fabric, and this pattern came from Samsally UnderOrange, and it was very simple to follow. So I highly recommend it if you want to make your own top instead of buying the one that I made. But I also serged the edges, so like this is all, it should all be really nice on the inside. And for this one, I also did 2 colors. I did pale pink, and the pale pink has like this little, like a plant sort of a pattern on it, which is really pretty. And then this purple that has pink leaves and other plant materials on it as well. So again, very, like, it's a very organic vibe, I guess. And I made 3 of the pink tops and 2 of the purple ones. If you want to buy one of the ones that I made, just stay tuned and set your clocks for the release. Okay, so those are the 3 clothing items that I made, but I also made a few different accessory items. So the first one is that I made sandals. So I'm just gonna show you these on, I just happen to have them on these Cortex feet here. But I made these sandals. So here's what they look like on the feet. Let me show them to you separately. So there are two different variations of the sandals. So we have these gold ones, and these are made with gold faux leather. They are trimmed with like a rose gold ribbon. And the back of them here, the top has a little tie. This is a faux leather cord as well with little like sort of opalescent beads, like they're kind of rainbow, the beads, which can kind of hang down over the doll's ankle. And these, as I said, are made with faux leather, and there's like a foam core on the inside, and on the bottom they have like just a little sort of it's not really a heel, it's just a little, you know, another layer of the faux leather to create a heel effect so that it looks realistic and cute. And I also made a different variation on the sandals, and these ones have roses on them. They're pink with little roses also in pink and red and green flowers. And I love this pattern so much. This is also faux leather, so it feels like a real shoe, you know? And this one, instead of having the little leather cord here at the top, has a shiny ivory ribbon that ties into a bow at the top, and that same ivory ribbon is used to trim the edge of the sandals, and on the bottom they have the little faux heel as well. So I'm also really excited about these. I made 6 pairs. I made 3 pairs of the gold ones and 3 pairs of the rosy pattern ones. So if you do want to get your hands on these, again, be ready for the release of all these items. So those are the 2 different sandals that will be available and how they look on the doll's foot. I think the fit is very good, just very simple and very pretty. Another accessory that I made that I think coordinates very nicely with the other items is this little locket. And this is pretty simple. Let me refocus this. So this is quite simple. It's just a little silver locket. It's an oval shape with like a little flower pattern on it. And these charms, these little lockets reminded me of a Culture Japan product that, you know, is no longer available, but they used to have little oval shaped lockets. So that's just, I think, why it drew me in. But I used this really pretty silver chain where all of the links kind of have like this little texture to it, which makes it really shiny, and I just think it looks nice. It's got a little lobster clasp here too, and the locket actually does open and close, which I think is so adorable. And you know, you can see it's pretty tiny, so I just think it's really cute that it opens and closes and everything. And it just has sort of a classic antique sort of a quality to me, so I think it just goes really well with all of the other items in the collection. There are 8 of these that are going to be available. And last but not least, I also made flower crowns. So here are the flower crowns. There are 3 different color variations, and there's 2 of each available with 1 bonus one of the pink and cream. I don't know why. I just ended up making an extra one of that. So the different color variations, we have pink and purple, which goes really, really well with this top. So that's kind of why I decided to combine the pink and the purple colors, because it just goes really, really well with that. And then there's pink and cream, which of course goes with the pink pants, it goes with the pink sandals, it goes with the pink top. And then there's also like this burgundy with cream, and the burgundy and cream goes really, really beautifully with the cardigan, the lace cardigan thing, because it has like a cream color to it, obviously, but also the roses have that burgundy in them. They're very bendable, maneuverable, so you can kind of, you know, decide how exactly you want it to sit on your doll's head, whether you want it to be like a headband or whether you want to like tilt it to be more like a crown. You really can totally just bend this to however you want it to fit on your doll's head. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to get my dolls and decide who is going to wear what outfit, and then we are gonna dress them up and I'll show you some photos. Okay, so I've kind of come up with a plan for what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna have one doll wear this outfit with the pink top and the light pink flower crown and the pink sandals, along with the you know, the blue jeans. And then I'm gonna have another doll wear the pink jeans with the gold sandals, the purple top, and the purple and pink flower crown. And they're both gonna wear the cardigan, the lace cardigan, because that, you know, completes the ensemble. So I decided I'm going to give this outfit to my Entropy. I feel like her semi-real look and her platinum blonde gold hair are just gonna go really well with this whole ensemble. So for this top, we can either take off the arms and just put this over the bust quite easily, or I'm gonna actually see whether I can just slip it on from the bottom. I can very easily. Okay, yeah, this is super stretchy, so that was incredibly easy. That was like easier than I even thought it was gonna be, so there you go. The pants, you do need to remove the feet in order to get the pants on. But it's pretty simple, quick. The pants have a rather loose, relaxed fit to them. They're not incredibly tight. And I find that it kind of gives it just a more relaxed look. I don't know, I kind of like it like that personally. And it also makes it extremely easy to get it on and off the doll. So for the sandals, you can of course just untie this knot quite easily and just retie it. But because I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing that every time, I found out that if you just, as long as you take the foot off, you can just slip the peg, like slip it like this, and then you just sort of turn the foot into the shoe. It's very, very easy and quick. I personally like doing this a lot better than having to tie it and untie it every single time. Okay, so I want to actually have Summer wear this outfit, and this right now is Fable, my custom. So, but they share the T body that I have, so I'm going to switch her into Summer, and she's going to wear this outfit. So another way that you could put the top on is you can take off the arms and take off the bust, and you could slip it on just like this, or you actually don't have to take off the bust because it's so stretchy. You could just stretch it right on over there. The sleeves of the cardigan are nice and wide, so you won't have to remove the hands to put it on. And if you're like me and you forget to put the necklace on before you put the head back on, you can always just, of course, put it on like you'd put on a regular necklace. Like on yourself, I mean. If you would like to purchase any of the items I've shown in this video, they will be available on thedollfairy.com on Tuesday, August 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to receive a reminder email a few hours before the release, go to thedollfairy.com now, which is linked in the description, and sign up to join my email list. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I'll post a countdown in my stories so that you can set a reminder. To my surprise, last month's mystery box release of surprise boxes full of doll customizing supplies actually sold out in 3 minutes. So just be aware that the amount of items is limited and that they may go quickly. If you didn't get to snag one of the mystery boxes in the first release, there will be a second one coming up most likely next month, so that's another good reason to join my email list and follow me on Instagram for all of the updates. And that's my first ever Smart Doll clothing collection, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this special look at it. I really wanted to share it with you, and I really hope that maybe you'll even want to purchase some of these things to dress your smart dolls with. Whether you do or you don't have a smart doll, leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought about the clothes that I made and what suggestions you have for things that I can make in the future. I really hope you enjoyed this look at my first ever Smart Doll clothing collection, and I hope that you'll check it out on thedollfairy.com. And I hope that you're also excited to see more clothing for smart dolls and maybe even other dolls that I'm going to sew on this channel, and I would love to know what you're interested in seeing, so leave me a comment below. A huge thank you to my patrons. It's thanks to your support and your encouragement that I'm able to accomplish things, so I really want to say a big thank you to you guys. If you would like to join my Patreon, check out the link in the description below. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you again for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you all again very soon for more doll magic. Bye!